Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Bailey now to kick this one away.
All right, so we're working on the rest of the
and that'll carry
Ghost
over
of
the
MUT
back
Solo
line of the end
Challenges,
zone
I think.
for a
Or no, this is
touchback.
the just the regular snow
Moving
challenge
down the
games,
field
like
at will thus
against
far. Here's first and 10 at the
Bears, the Broncos, the
25-yard line.
Lions, and some other team, I think.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they will take a knee here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
All right, so we get the ball
lake
here.
Effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A little juke. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive. Just out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in the way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one will hold up because defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
All right, so we want to hit Josh Gordon in the middle.
On this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, we're gonna go for it.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
So now we're just going to keep on wasting some clock.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that.
So let's go and go for this.
Down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Pass because they have that whole line covered.
Now Wentz. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
The game's over, technically.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Moving down the field at will thus far. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Keenum to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Glover Quinn,
over,
and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Muscles him off. Still on his feet. A second broken tackle. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On the counter, here's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Well,
all right, you got that win.
Special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is it.
So we have one more of the snow challenges, and then we're going to open up all of our, we're going to use all of our snow to open up packs and get players and sell them and stuff. so I think there's one more challenge. And then we are gonna open up our snow. I already did open up some of it earlier off stream. I didn't get anything really good. I mean, I opened up one 89-91 pack, I think, and I got a 9. I got an 89, I think. Josh Gordon. Which I'm not really, like, I don't care so much because I got it all for free anyway, so, like, it's not that big of a deal to me. So we'll probably open up the rest of our snow with just buying the, like, 77 to 79 overalls, because you get a lot more players and you have more coins to sell, like, to get from selling them.
And now the offense will look to convert on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams. And now running right through it. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there.
Oh, dang, I didn't realize that it was flipped down.
But a nice carry.
I'm going to go for
The
it anyway,
defense,
so.
they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They go for it. It's Wentz.
There it is.
This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
We know it's tough enough to pick up 1st downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, it's McKenzie. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Solid opening drive so far. Now can they cash in 1st and goal? A final shot before half for Wentz. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Lucky I got that because
Carson
I actually
Wentz
chewed the clock
as
out
time
all the way.
expires in the 1st half. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Bailey got the extra point. 1st half in the books. You're what? And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On play action, Wentz. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Wentz now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Wentz. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Josh Gordon, 41 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
On the return, it's McKenzie. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On play action, it's Keenum. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. John Randall with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So you got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives them a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have a successful opening drive to this point. Here's 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellows up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He'll get it up the middle, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Keenum now on first down. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Keenum. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 3rd and 2. Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Here's Keenum. Over the middle is Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Out of the gun, Keenum. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders from 8 yards out. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. A strong opening drive to this point. 1st and 10 at the 33. Now Williams gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I want to convert here so that I can kneel it down a little, actually zoom through it.
Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is
Alright, so let's go ahead and spin this other 650 snow. Let's go ahead and buy the low elite 0 chill. I don't want that guy, man. Let's go ahead and open up another one of those. Open up one of these elites. Pretty much I'm just spinning it anywhere, because like I'm not really worried about... Oh, that actually is pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's go ahead and open up one of the out of position ones. That one's not that good. Alright, so we can have 34 of the 10. I mean, really, I don't care if I get good players, because I'm just going to try to sell them if they're not in my lineup anyway, so. Just to keep getting some more coins, so that eventually I can upgrade my players. I've probably got like 13 Sam Hubbards right now. It'd be cool if they made it so there was a bundle of them. So like if you wanted to buy 10 of them at a time, you could. Like, you just buy a pack for 100 that has 10 of the players in it. Center, I might be able to use that guy. Let's go ahead and buy the another of the low elites for the 0 chill. Dang it, same one. Buy some of these. Hey, thanks for joining the stream. Just opening up some of the snow packs. Alright, so let's just go ahead and finish up opening these with all of the 0 chills. Because if I have a lot of the same person, I'll just post them all up at the same time. Like, or all at the same price, you know? We're just gonna finish out buying one of each. So we got the out of position gold, another Logan Thomas, Got the out of position Ironman. And then we'll get the 0 chill player, and then we're out of snow. And it ends tomorrow anyway, so it's all good. Alright, so now let's just go ahead and sell everything. Oh wait, let me update my lineup first, just to make sure that I'm not selling people that might be able to play in my lineup. Also, when does this temporary go away? Because, oh, it ends in 1 day, man. So that guy's gonna go away. He should go in. And then this guy also goes away, but we have another 81. So I mean, we're not sitting that horrible after those guys get taken out of the team. Okay, now let's just go ahead and go into my things and sell them. Ooh. So like 4,700 or so. Oh, you can auction these people. It's not that bad. Put them up for like 2,700. This guy can go up for like 1K. And then we've got 3 of these guys. So they can all go up for about 1K each. Hey, just selling some of the players I just bought with the snow. Sorry, I'll be done in just a little bit, and I'm gonna start a new set of solo challenges because I finished all of the snowy ones right now because the snow disappears tomorrow. So I wanted to make sure that I actually used it before it already got taken away. Oh my gosh. if you want the cheapest players on the block for these out of position and zero chill stuff, go ahead and get on there, because they're going to go fast. Alright, so they're starting to sell. Starting to come through now. Getting rid of some players. Honestly, I wish that you could get the training from it, but if you sell it, you only get the snow. So it's not worth it. Wow, this guy's actually kind of expensive for a fullback. So just about 1,000. That's alright. Coins are coins. They add up. Oh, I'm out of space right now. Dang it. That's alright. We'll just post them up in a little bit after they all sell. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and do some solo challenges. I think we're gonna do the... I did unlock the veteran gauntlet now, but I don't know if I want to do that one yet. Wow, there's a lot to do. I think I might do the kickoff. Still a pretty good amount of coins to making that. Yeah. You know what, let's go ahead and do the playoff ones because we get some pretty good stuff out of it.
And the Broncos getting ready to go on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll look to throw. This is Booker on the dump off. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw. On a crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A Bronco 1st down. Keenum hooking up with Thomas. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Broncos in their hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And that is incomplete here. Keenum. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. To throw is Keenum. And he's got Hireman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Keenum drops it underneath for Booker, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that.
Hey, it's the coach in our Tiburon studios in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go on first down and 10.
81.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Steps away. Oh, he's going to air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thrown that there. I just run it out, you know.
They go back to the ground with Williams. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to hit the line. Stopped here. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. A give to Williams, running right. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they close.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Flacco to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going downfield to catch the ball.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. They run with Collins, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's Sam Cook now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Wentz to throw. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
And finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we get to be here to watch this one.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Rashad Perriman off to the races. Past the 20. And he's in.
All right, let's block this field goal.
Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play, and Charles Aiken tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Gets past one man. And now running right through it. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing now is Wentz. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. Look at the dance. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now Williams running left. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers, 7 for 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. Oh, now he bowls him over. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL.
For the Chiefs offense ready to go on 1st down and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DJ Moore, 40 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
So we're working on the playoff solo challenges right now.
Go ahead. Everyone's got 4 down.
This is Breida. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. Second down. Here's Breida. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Hey, gun. Heavy. By 20. 180.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
58 to Mike.
McKinnon. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First and 10 at the 36. This offense on the march right out of the gate.
12, pals. Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
4 down. Here we go. 180.
Now McKinnon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Sanders. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And out come the Chiefs now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the second half here with Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Wentz. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. Time for a break. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Wentz to throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chiefs defense getting ready to roll. They have played a really good game. They're just looking for one final stop here and celebrate this victory.
And if you're on offense, you don't want them to have that satisfaction. You know that you're not going to win the game, but you don't want them to roll in with those big grins on their faces. So you want to come up with something right here, some type of a big play to dent that good move.
They'll be trying to not let that dent happen and go home happy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
There he goes left side. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play, Garoppolo to Garcon, 43 yards. Garoppolo now throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jabal Sheard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And an alley to run. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
21. Here we go. Wait, 80!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Jabal Sheard in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will great.
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. I'm the coach, and this...
The Patriot offense set to go as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion
Solo Challenges
after
right now.
this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I thought that he...
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning.
I didn't think that guy was going to catch up to him. I thought that he was going to be gone.
What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hang in there now.
They'll run it with Williams. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media.
Hello, everybody. Coach here, welcoming you to Madden.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number one stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Williams. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they...
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
82-40.
Back to throw, Wentz. Flush to his right. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter if he needs to make those plays. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big play there for New England. 45 yards. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you still...
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
The Patriot offense set to go as they've got it 1st and 10. Williams. And now running through it. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score.
Sorry about that.
On the opening drive.
So we're playing the playoff solo challenges right now.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20
So
to the
I'm on the
21-yard
second
line.
part of it, or like the second set of challenges, which is the Patriots. Pretty easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
McCown to throw on 2nd down. Here's Wolford over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run it now out of the gun. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This is fielded at the 7. Gets around him. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Patriots take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll go with a ground attack here. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. 2 times now they've had a 4th down on this drive, and they've converted.
I've had coaches tell me in the past, you don't like to go for it on 4th down very often. They don't like their odds. And so far, as you know, 2 for 2. Looking to live dangerously in this one.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The Packers offense here, ready to go on 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it with Jones. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And Graham's got it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Well, no problems moving the football on this opening drive. Now here's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We could talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
319!
After the penalty, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
We've been in enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear a special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied 2nd half, this is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Hang in there now. Hang in
Line
there
of
now.
scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Over the middle here to Rudolph. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now Williams. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Bailey now to kick this one away. Williams to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain of 32 that time. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And now the spike comes with 28 seconds left on the clock. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely have.
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL.
The Bills offense ready to go here on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Now McCarron. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. To throw is McCarron. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw, McCarron. And his throw here's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former 1st-round pick there on the coverage. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes right side. And he will have a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels.